Welcome to the Beer Den Podcast. Tonight we will be drinking Founders Brewing Company's Breakfast Stout.
Hey everybody, welcome back to the Beer Den Podcast. My name is Ethan Hoopy.
And I'm Michael LaRoe. So tonight we're drinking Founders Brewing Company's Breakfast Stout. I've heard a lot of good things about this stout from a lot of people. A little bit about Founders. They were founded in 1997 up in Grand Rapids, Michigan. When they first started, it was two friends that went to Hope College together. They started brewing what they thought people wanted to drink, and they actually ended up almost going bankrupt as a company.
Really?
And so they kind of reevaluated what it was that they were doing, and they started brewing what they liked and what got them into brewing. And now they're one of the fastest growing craft brewers in the Midwest.
Kind of goes to show that, you can't always try to appease everybody else. Just do what you enjoy.
Exactly. It's kind of our philosophy here on the podcast.
Yeah, exactly. So, looking at it, this beer is extremely dark.
Extremely dark.
Basically black. There's really no color in it. Yeah, it's difficult to even say it's like a really dark brown or anything like that.
This is black as black beer can be.
Yeah.
Completely opaque. You can't see anything through it. Doesn't lighten up. This is the epitome of a dark beer, and I love it.
Yeah.
Lacing really, it poured a really nice head, and the lacing it stuck around literally the side of the glass as you drink it. It's still all there.
The foam, the head is even dark.
Oh yeah,
it's like chocolate milk almost.
It's like a chocolate milk brown, exactly. Aroma, it really strong.
Really strong coffee
notes, which they say they brew it with two different types of coffee.
Oh,
they
really?
have bitter chocolates in there, and you can really pull those notes out.
For sure, yeah.
Especially that coffee flavor.
All honesty, if you've ever had a breakfast stout, it's like that, but kind of dialed to 11. It's very strong. A bit more strong than what I feel like we've had in the past as far as oatmeal stouts and stuff.
Oh, yeah. I would agree. Mouthfeel-wise, it's very creamy, very wet body to it. You drink it, and it saturates the mouth.
Yeah, for sure.
It's very mouth coating. There is a hint of bitterness from that chocolate.
Yes.
But it's not an overwhelming bitterness.
It's kind of the richness from the chocolate and sort of the coffee. It provides that bit of bitterness that you would get, no worse than what you would probably get from a normal cup of coffee or from dark chocolate. It's that same kind of bitterness.
Right. It's a very thick beer.
Yes.
It's very similar to like a Guinness.
Yeah, you can almost chew it. It's weird.
Yep. Flavor wise, the coffee, I think using the two types of coffee that they use in it really accentuates the coffee flavor.
Mm-hmm.
It's slightly overpowering. I would like to see a little bit better balance between that coffee flavor and the other, the chocolatey notes to it.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind a bit more sweetness to it.
Mm-hmm.
It's still a very good quality beer.
Yeah. Definitely, with what they're trying to go for with a breakfast stout, you could almost replace your morning coffee with this beer and wouldn't really notice a difference. Going from that, we base everything on 3 criteria. We have quality out of 50 points, value out of 25, design also out of 25. For this, I scored it a 37 on the quality. Like I said, I thought it could have been balanced a little bit better with the chocolate flavors.
Mm-hmm.
The coffee came off a little strong, but for a breakfast stout, especially if you have breakfast with a morning coffee, I could definitely see myself drinking one of these at 8 a.m. with my eggs and toast.
Yeah, get started early.
Yeah, you can't drink all day unless you start in the morning.
Exactly.
What did you score it for quality?
I went with a 35. Similar reasoning. I wish I guess for me, I wish it had a bit more sweetness to it. Kind of balance out the bitterness. Yeah, overall, I think it's a very good stout.
All right. Value-wise, this came in at $9.99 for a 4-pack. With the score that I gave it with quality, I scored it at a 21. I thought if it were to come in a 6-pack, it'd probably come in at like the 10 or 11.99 price range, which for the flavor I thought was pretty fair for it. The flavor of it is pretty good. Going back to the quality, I think it could be a little bit more balanced, but overall I like it, especially like I don't drink too much coffee and I didn't think it was overwhelming.
Yeah, it still had enough balance in it. I ended up going with a 17 for my value score. I do feel like it ended up being a bit expensive. I'm actually really surprised just how many 4-pack beers there are. I'm surprised that the standard isn't nearly as much a 6-pack as I thought it was. $9.99 for a 4-pack. I think 17 for the quality, kind of same reasons. Just it's lacking just a little bit of something that I guess I would prefer. It's more just like leaning towards what my preferences.
I think that's fair. It's a matter of preference when it comes to any of these tastings, and
So what did you end up going with for design?
I thought this one hit everything that I like to see. I actually gave it a 25. These seem to be a little bit more common, but it has a neck label. It has the main body label. It has a short bottle design. It actually has Founders stamped into the glass, which I really like. I think for it being a stout, the color scheme matches, which also matches with the Founders logo, like naturally. It doesn't like contrast with it.
It's kind of that chocolatey, kind of darker browns and stuff. And
this has the alcohol content, which is 8.3%. It has a description of the stout, and it even has a bottle date, which the bottle that I'm drinking right now was made on November 5th of 2018. All that being said, I think they do a really good job, and again, they hit everything that I like to see on a bottle.
Yeah, no, I definitely agree. I gave it some wiggle room. I gave it a 21, but I do think that it touches on just about everything that I would be looking for. APV, the description, the neck label and main bottle label, the actual image that they use on it. It's for those who don't have it right in front of them, it's a child presumably eating a bowl of oatmeal, kind of staring right at you. It's not, it's a fine image, I guess, like to kind of represent what your experience is going to be.
You get that young generation judging you for having a beer with breakfast.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, no, I get that.
Judgment is what they're all about at Founders. But yeah, no, so I think it's appropriate. Yeah, I guess I still wanted to leave a little bit of wiggle room for things that kind of go above and beyond and stuff. Very good bottle, something that would draw your attention to it. And yeah, so I think a 21.
All right. So if we add those up, Ethan, that gives that a 73 out of 100 for you, an 83 out of 100 for myself, and averaging those out, we have a 78 out of 100 for Founders Brewing Company's Breakfast Stout.
Hey everybody, thank you for listening to another Beer Den review.
Don't forget to follow us on social media, links down in the description.
Subscribe, like, and share, and if there are any beers you would like us to try out, leave them in the comments below.
We'll see you on the next episode of the Beer Den Podcast.